Welcome in. I see T1. See T1. Hey, what's up, RD? Just sitting here writing down the TV shows what I used to watch when I was a kid growing up with my dad. My mom, she's more, just poking around day, and they had to come fix my door because you had to put the card in and pull out for it to get in. They had to come change the battery day so I couldn't get back in. Yep. You remember the show Good Times? Had JJ and had Michael Jackson's sister played on that show. Yeah, these doors goes by card. That's what the card looks like. It looks like a credit card. You know, I didn't think of his name. James, no. I think so too, RD. Yeah, his last name is Amos. Amos. No, they didn't. As a matter of fact, they had a disagreement. If you noticed on that show, um, he wasn't on there. It's because he quit. That's it, James Amos. I know his last name was Amos, but I couldn't think of his first name. But yeah, he wasn't on there. And if you watched, let me think of the show, Stanford and Son. You remember when Grady? Yeah, he died last year. You remember when Grady supposedly took over Fred's house while Fred was in St. Louis? The reason why is because Fred had a dispute over his contract and he was wanting more money. So they sorry about that. I had a little bad connection. Let me write that one show down. Yeah. Supposed to be Fred supposed to be in St. Louis. Yeah, he was. But that show, Stanford Son, yeah, it's been raining here. So if I kind of go out, just hang on. I'll come right back on. Yes, I'm back. If I happen to go out, just don't click on or nothing. I'll come right back on. But yeah, that's the reason why they said, well, he's in St. Louis. If they put that in the script. So, and you know that Fred, well, his name's running Fred Fox. People was using him for his money. He could not say no. Oh, Red, I'll pay. Well, here, how much you need? Oh, I need about $1,000. Well, when he lost everything, his house, his possessions, the only thing he had was the chair he was sitting on and watched him take everything out of his house. But you know what? Here's the thing. There's one thing I'm going to throw this in there. My dad used to say years ago. That's what I was trying to explain to a friend. You'll have friends, don't you? Got the money, the alcohol, the cigarettes, whatever you give to them. Yeah, he died broke. And see, that was the problem with Red. Well, I'll call him Fred. Okay. When and because see, I used myself as the position. Now I said, well, I said, I'm like Fred Stanford. Now I'm done now. Where's your friend at? Look what happened to him. Lost everything he had. Where's all his friends at? They were not his friends. He died broke. Yes, exactly, RD. Exactly. Well, when I stopped helping, see, when I got my back pay, large chunk, my last, no, they give you 2 or 3 checks for your big one. Well, when I got my big one, I had friends coming out of the woodwork. Oh, heck yeah, no. Oh, no. Yeah, Diamond Wilson. Hey, hey, um, speaking of that, RD, take time, look up on YouTube. Look up Diamond Wilson. And you, I don't think I'm going to say you're going to be surprised what he says about Red Fox. Got this cup. Well, it was given to me. And the only reason, and I tell you the reason why I like this cup before I go on. It won't come out. The only way it'll come out if you take the lid off. It's got that little thing right there. That's why I like it. See? But oh, I'll tell you another show I like to watch was Welcome Back Carter. There's one. Had John Revolta in there. Hold on. Come here. Dr. Pepper, Blackberry. And All in the Family. Yeah. All in the Family had a spinoff. Can you name the spinoff of All in the Family? Yeah, Dr. Pepper, Blackberry. Now I tell you what, this would be good with Okay, there's one. There's another one. I forgot about that all day. I forgot about Jefferson's now. There's another one. But I'll give you a hint. It starts, the main person is Archie Bunkers. There you go. You're right, RD. Archie's place. But this time, Archie is running. If you remember in On the Family, he was working for a company. I forget the name of the company. Now, I think he was a foreman or something. But when he was running Archie's place, doing Archie's place, he was running that bar. Um, oh, since we're on Archie Bunkers, oh, there it is. What other is a TV show? Is after All in the Family and Archie's Place? Yep. Excuse me. Archie Bunker played in a TV series. What was it? Matter of fact, I got it written down. Yep. Me and my dad used to watch it all the time. I'll be doing something. He'll say, "Hey Jeff, it's time for hey show's coming on," in the heat of the night. Um, there's another show that we used to watch. Uh-huh. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she sure did. Now the mafia knows your name and your wife's name. I have a friend from Dalton, Georgia. Let me write that down. See how and ask how far that is from Dalton. Cavintton. Oh, so therefore you got protection from him. Now you're gonna kick the mafia to the curb. Okay, I see how this is. I see how you are, D. You know I'm just messing with you, right? Got protection from Bubba. Huh. I got my Bubba. Oh wow. I just wonder if getting Bubba uh-huh. I got my Bubba, but my Bubba stands about 6'9". I got my Bubba. He has to dunk to get to a door. I'll get my Bubba. And I'll show you a picture standing next to his dad. 6'9". I could stand in the bed of his dad's truck and I still have to look up at him. Yes. Um oh wow. Um Speaking of that, have you seen the original In the Heat of the Night? I think it's a movie or TV show. The original. And that's how they did this show with Bubba and Archie and well he was Cluspy when he did the show. I didn't know till I was reading up on it and actually seen the original. Oh wow. I just wonder um, if any of the cast members besides Bubba is yes. I know Carol Connor died, which played Archie. Uh, his boy that played in Heat Night, he died. Speaking of Tibbs, did you know that Tibbs died of drugs? Not in the old one, in the new one. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He died. Yeah, he died of drugs, but I didn't know what he was taking till you said it. So sad though. Speaking of that, RD, oh, I say here, I think it was last year. Trying to remember. Well, I didn't know that. I knew he was a dick, but I didn't know he was doing the other. My cousin did that. He was on drugs and he pulled a gun, and the rest was history. Oh wow, who was Oh, I'm trying to think of her name. She was a couple in that show. I liked her. I just can't take the name right off. That's it. I see. I used to remember like these shows. I could tell you who, the names and everything. Now anymore, I just know a few. Unless I'm actually visually like if I'm sitting there watching it, then I can tell you. But sitting here, I can't do it. I'll tell you another show I used to watch as a kid. See, it was on my mind, and that's awful. Um, and plus, I took my pill. I think this medication messes with my head. Um, the Duke of Hazards. Oh wow. Speaking of lockdown, with this stuff that we have, I can't say the word on here because I'll get heat. But when we was all on, say lockdown, That's when everybody was doing everything, lives, this, not, and the other. But now, since it's been the Duke of Hazards, I used to have the car, this pretty good size, car, but it was in a glass thing. And turned around, somebody it was a collector, wanted it, and I got a pretty good chunk of money out of that. I was watching yeah, I seen that. Everybody is oh oh Beans 316. He took the video down, but yeah, he went on a rant. No, he ain't no RD. I'll take you over in the corner and me and you have talk. I was watching Danny Shore. I don't know why earlier I was watching him. That's why I seen the video just today. I don't know why, but it just popped in my head. He passed away. Um, Sue Dunhill and him was real close friends. Um, well, there's some that I know personally. Well, not personally, but I can understand life gets in the way, and there's some that quit because they'll spend more time on YouTube. You just bring old Mr. Bubba on, and me and Bubba will have a talk. By the time I'm done, me and him be buddies. But there's some that quit. I've said this before too. There's a lot. To me personally, there's some that gets to 1,000 subscribers, and this is what's aggravating. You got to have 1,000 subscribers on your personal channel to do a personal live on your channel. Is that fair to everybody else? Well, no. Because it's like on my live here, you just never know who's going to pop in. A lot of them gets burned out, are they? Burned out. They get burned out doing videos. They get burned out doing lives. There's times I was going to do a live and something comes up. I'll tell you what, there's a time that I never done anything for 6 months. Nothing. Yeah, I'll be watching the videos. I went on Tennessee Bowl's page. When I went over to see any of his videos, he don't got no video. He still got his channel up, but no videos. He wiped it all out. um, there's, I tell you what, there's a guy. I can't think of his name. Actually, his face. I can't think of his name. This is back when McCollum's about ready to shut their doors when I first started in the YTPC. And then after that, it was Dunhill. But anyways, I'm not putting nobody down. It's just, it happens with a lot of people. So he had all this pipe tobacco, all these pipes. Well, then all of a sudden, he was selling everything. Because I was directing to another way. Um, Now you take people like me and the tunnel Craig from the tunnel take um, onion to AM pipe on the patio. You take us guys like us, and we're gonna be around. We ain't going nowhere. Now there's a lot of newbies, new guys, and I'll tell you one you ought to watch. Her name is Caroline Rose. She started several months back or so, right before the new year. And I have never seen somebody get to over 1,000 subscribers within a few months. And that's great. That's great. You know, because it takes years to build your subs up. But like I say with mine, I'm not worrying about my subs. I've been watching him here lately. Since you sent me that video, I've been watching him. I tell you another I like to watch is um now Grandpa Bones. I don't know if he still got his channel up because I haven't looked recently. But RD, I tell you what, get Instagram, get that out, put it on your phone, and go over and get these guys. That's where most everybody's at. Instagram. There's Phil Rivera, Grandpa Bones, all brought up. George, can't think of his eyes. But oh no, he still smokes a pipe every now and then, or a cigar. I know. He made a video here of him here, so I think 4 or 5 months ago. Um, he was making a video. Listen, my son, he was saying that he lost a bunch of subscribers. And what it's doing now is it happens every so often. You got to go back and re-prescribe to people. I watched the video here. I forget who it was. Um, but anyways, he lost a lot of subscribers. I have. Now I'm back up to 488, 490. Almost five. I mean, what you have to do, and a lot of us caught on to it too. We have. Uh, That's his name, Bruno. Um, what you have to do is you have to go back to people that you prescribed and kind of every so often, don't have to do it every day, maybe once or twice a week or something, kind of watch the videos. And I'll tell you another thing too, RD. You take people like um, matches, they take your videos, you have to go back and watch them. Because if not, if they're like, of course, past, God bless him. If your channel is inactive for so long, they can drop you. Yes. And every so often, I make videos, regular videos. I do maybe once a week or every other week or so. Now, what we talked about, I'll do a thing on them. Yeah, and the reason why now, like I'm doing live right now. Now I don't expect people to be up till 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, everybody's got lives. They got families. They got work. They got this. They got that. I understand that. And the only reason why I do it live, so they can sit there and, when they get a chance, they can watch it. That's why I do like with my regular videos. Um, I used to do in my comment section. I used to say, "Hey, I'm going to live this so and so time," you know. But over in the Briar Report, Phil over there, um, if you go over and look, go scroll down, you'll see all the people that are presenters. If you look, you'll see the Ohio Piper. Well, the Ohio Piper's me. I haven't message. I can message Phil, and we'll have to tell him kind of change that name. So that's way. But if you go over and click on the Ohio Piper, like my channel, it'll automatically come up Ohio Sweet Muffins Mafia Piper. But yeah, go over and check that list out. And I say out of that list, I say there's probably about half hours still does lives and regular videos. Um, Derek Kent, he was another good presenter. I just missed his name, Derek. I don't know. Every so often, Derek will pop up a video. I think the last video that he made, well, a couple videos prior, he was showing his tobacco shower. Um, I say when I say this. I think after John's passing, um, I think everything went downhill. And a lot of people too. Yeah, and I can understand you get discouraged because I want Just a disclaimer. Just my opinion, and my opinion only. A lot of people get discouraged because they're not getting the views. You're seeing everybody else get 60, 70, 80, 100, 200, 300 views. Um, Another thing happens too, what people got tired of is every so often there's drama. Okay, that's a bad reputation. The YTPC is for people to come together, smoke a pipe together, smoke tobaccos, and I was watching the video of John here the other day, and he was talking about, there's only people that only collects corn cobs. There's people only collects Dr. Gray bows. There's only people collect Salmonellis, um, Rossi's, whatever. They say smoking a Dr. Gray bow is not a real. You're not a real pipe smoker. And like John says, there's a bowl, hole, stem, hole. And you're smoking. There's nothing wrong. Um, I can remember when he first started. Um, and then now he got. See where he's selling his pipes now. I think on tobaccopipes.com. Um, Them think of his name. He was from that's it, smoking pipes. Garbage man Piper. But I can understand his situation. He had things going on and stuff, and tried to swing everything, and it's getting too much on him. Cal Delta Piper Steve. I still talk to him. He goes by Dude Ruska over on Instagram. That's where my haunted bookshop and this stuff here came from. Come from him. He messaged me and asked if I still smoked the pipe, and I said, "Yeah." I'll tell you another one too. His name's no, I can't think. But anyways, he okay. I'll wait on you. Yep. I just thought of 3 people all day, and 2 out of the 3 people used to be on John's lives is Dane Lopez and Jose Caldas. It's like they disappeared. Now I did got Dane's email and Pipe the Sailor Man. He just dropped off the face of the earth. Nobody knows where he's at. Tony. Last time I talked to Tony was probably about 6 months ago. I emailed him and never got a response back from him. I think Dan had a lot of health issues because he was doing lives there for a minute and videos there for a minute. But I think he has some health issues, I think. And he wasn't saying nothing. Um, there's a lot of them that, you know, and a lot of times people gives up pipe smoking or they just, yeah, okay. Um, there's a lot of them still smoke pipes, but they just don't get on and, and, or they could be just sitting back watching and not saying the word. Sharon, that used to come on my lives, uh, she called me on I think my last video, just out of the blue. Yes, it's still a community. It's still a community. It's just you take somebody like him that thinks he's, just because he's what he does for a living, and he thinks that, you know, you have to be superior and you put people down because they're not your standards, whatever. Then you know what? I unsubscribed to him after I ain't gonna mention any names, but after a few comments I've seen and what I've seen and a few videos I heard of, and and I don't got time for that. I didn't start. I mean, I was smoking the pipe way before I even came into YTPC. And for somebody to come in and kind of downgrade a little bit and disrespect their fellow pipers, then, that's just me. I mean, and that's why so many's quit or moved on. There's a guy that I know that he's come on mine. Oh, you're fine, RD. You're fine. I mean, you're all right. I mean, you know, it's like we got a rule. Well, not a technical rule, but if there's something that you don't like about somebody, I mean not liking them, but don't like what they're saying, you have that right to move on to another video. Yes, there's going to be disagreements, agreements, disagreements, opinions. Yeah, people's going to get offended. You know, you know, and yeah. Now somebody brought up here a while back about politics and religion. Now, my thing is, this is my personal opinion, is this. Yes, it's a pop community. Yes, everybody is gonna, talk about everything, talk about tobaccos, talk about this, talk about that. Now, my opinion is this. It's their channel. They can do whatever they want to do with the channel. My channel is we talk about everything and anything, but here's my rule. And everybody knows my rules. I don't care what you talk about. But don't come in and, disrespect somebody else and downgrade somebody else because they brought a question up when they're talking about something. I had to get rid of a couple people because of that because they come in and I got rid of one because talking about, yeah, you all know about Bible thumping this, Bible thumping that, and bunch of hypocrites and that ain't gonna work on my channel. You ain't gonna come on my live or on one of my videos commenting disrespecting. I ain't gonna have that. I don't care if they get mad at me. I don't care, you know. But be respectful. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can disagree, but you can say I disagree with that, but be respectful about it. Don't be hateful. You are entitled to your opinion, and I mean, you may not agree with everything I might say, and and don't be disrespectful. Because I will throw a fit. And I don't, on that live, I hate. Yeah, and see, and I will call you out on it. And I don't want to call somebody out. But I'm going to protect everybody else on my life. And I will protect you and whoever. Because I'm not going to lose my people over somebody's going to be ignorant. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of. And here's the thing. You know, I'm not going to disrespect anybody. Don't disrespect me. Or don't disrespect somebody in my life. I don't want to lose my people. I don't want to lose you guys because of it. And I'm not going to sit there and say, and let it blow over. I had this guy out there, well, it was another gentleman, plead and beg with me to come back. No, because yeah, I hope John does. No, because you burned that bridge. Burned that bridge with me. You burned with everybody else. Excuse me for a minute. No. And yeah, it's okay to talk about something to a certain extent. Yep. And Tony was cool. Tony was he made those videos, but he was a cool dude. He was cool. I mean, he will be the type of person that you can hang out with all day. Just like when I went to the Columbus Pop Show, several years back. Pipe Man Dan came and got me, and we was hanging out. I got to talk to Bean 316, Smoking Fireman, Cody, several other people from the community, like Eric, the blue collar pipe smoker, him and his dad. Got to meet them. Um, yeah, I remember that. Um, I had this one guy. He looked at me and he says, "Are you the high piper?" Just look at it. Just look at it. Um, Now Brian, being 316 Brian, that dude's tall. Man, I mean tall. He has to be at least 6'6", 6'7". Every bit of him. If he was standing behind some people for a photo picture, you can't miss him. Coolest guy you ever want to talk to. The cool, cause he was like, because when I was setting up, Cody handed me a cigar. I said, "Well, I'll go out there and get some tobacco." No, don't worry about that. Um, but yeah, there was like me, Bean 316, Cody, Smoking Fireman, a couple other guys I didn't recognize them. Um, but this other guy sitting there at the side of me, I was sitting there smoking cigars. No, you wasn't. You wasn't. Um, he asked me, says, "Are you the High Piper?" I said, I kind of looked at him. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Here's you. Never seen this guy day in my life." He said, "Oh, I'm so and so. So I've been watching your videos for years." Oh, okay. And when we got back, um, Pipe Man Dan made a video, and he kind of embarrassed me a little bit, you know, in a good way. And he kind of said, he says, "I was with the High Pipers." and he was like bragging, and I don't like to brag on people. And I said, don't brag on me. I said, don't do it. And no, after, he says, anyway, he says, what you see on video is what you see in person. He's same in person as he is on video. In other words, he won't ask you for nothing. He'll hang out with you, smoke a pipe with you, talk about life, talk about tobaccos, talk about what you like, what you don't like, what you like to smoke, and yes, he has offered to give me tobacco. He gave me tobaccos when I came back. He gave me a few other things. I told him no. You keep that for yourself. No, you take it. Well, and then I told him, I said, man, I said, you didn't have to say any of that. And I told him, I said, hey, this is what I told him, I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. I said, yeah, I'll sit down and drink a beer with you, or, sit down and smoke a cigar, or sit down and you know, whatever. You know. Well, the Chicago Pipe Show is going on now. I think tomorrow's the last day. I think tomorrow's the last day of it. The Ohio Pipe Show is normally um, the North American Pipe Show. That's in Columbus. Is in August. I can get the date. It's normally I think the second or third weekend of August. Pretty sure. It's the North American Society of Pipe Smokers. That's the one you want to go to. Or go to the Las Vegas one. But the Las Vegas one's expensive. But the Aha Pipe Show, man, I had before I went to um I want to go. I was going to go last year. Before I went to this one, the one a couple years ago, um, I had everybody messaging me. Everybody say, Jeff, you're representing the high. Get there. You missed it. We was wanting you there. RD, if he can get up here in August, I'll find out what the dates are. Get your butt up here, and I'll have you swing by to get me or whatever, and we'll hit it. It's in a big. It's like in the hotel. From me to Columbus, about 45 minutes to an hour. But the best time to go is on a Saturday. It's the best time to go. Because that's where everybody's at. It's like a big conference room. You got rows after rows after rows after rows. Well, you better. Because if not, I'll come and hunt you down. Um, got this big conference room. It's like, it's a pretty good sized conference room. They got rows of pipe tobaccos, pipes, and you can go there and you can most likely find your daybreak. Because there has been, I have seen personally for my own self, RD, that there's pipe tobacco there that's been discontinued. Um, I wish I had my other phone, but as soon as I get off, I can find out when I get done to live. If not, I can find out tomorrow. Tomorrow. Um, and like I said, you can find the pipe tobaccos that have been discontinued, don't see anymore. You can find it there. I've seen it. Dunhill uh, tobaccos, McConnell's tobacco, like the Morton. You got to be there, cause, and then you get to meet the people from smoking pipes, pipe and cigars, representatives. Um, you'll see people from the YTPC there. Um, yeah, I miss that stuff. Um, yes, the price is reasonable. Yeah, you can find new pipes, the state pipes. Um, and then you go outside, right? You go outside, you can sit down, talk to everybody, sit down at the table, sit there and smoke your pipe, cigar, talk to guys, trade, or say, hey, try this, and then you'll say, here, try this. You like it? Well, here, take some of it home with you. Because I always get asked every year, and everybody's super friendly. I got to meet Corvette Jim. Oh, you get wasted. Get a hotel room. All the guys will go out to eat. Yeah, but now they're trying to how can I revise it? Now, the best thing to do here in Ohio, yeah, it's legal. You can, I think it's up to 5 plants, 12, I think it's 5 to 12 plants. Yeah, it is legal here in Ohio. But it ain't like Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, where you can actually walk down like Fairmont Street smoking. The best thing you can do here is get what's called a marijuana card. You can get your doctor to help you get it, but it's like $300. It's worth it. That's why if you go get weed and you get stopped and say you get stopped and you just come from the dispensary, they smell it. You can pull that and say, "Hey, I got my marijuana card here. I just picked some up." You know, that to me, in my opinion, that'll be the legal way to do it and be on the safe side here. You know. Oh yeah, we can have all the fun we want. Get a hotel room, and all you gotta say, hey, you want to go somewhere neat? Oh, I got to see Kane Rod Piper too. Well, he was leaving. This on a Saturday, and it was like me and Dan stayed there till about 5 or so because he had to come back and drop me off. Then he had like a 4-hour drive because he lived up around the Cleveland area. Didn't ask me a dime for nothing. He offered to get me some to eat and something. I said, no, I don't want nothing. I said, I don't eat much. I don't, you know, I said, I'm just here to enjoy the show, enjoy everybody. I had more fun in almost 8 hours than I ever did in my entire life. Yeah, you could bring your own pipes, your own tobacco. I like to get. I'm going to talk to Cameron, or I'm going to see if I can get a hold of Missouri Mersham with this pipe here. This is Missouri Mersham. This is the Ozark pipe, but I want to get a stem that's bent like this one for this pipe. And get you, hey, go to a drugstore. These are on like, well, any tobacco store has these, but check the bottom of it though. Make sure it says Missouri Mersham. This is what you call an Ozark. Well, go on their website, you'll see them. They're called Ozark pipes. I paid tax and all. I paid like 10 something. And let me tell you what, that's the best pipe that I ever smoked. It's lightweight, easy. But yeah, there's a lot of them. Now there's other pop shows too. Oh, there's one in Tennessee's. Let me think of it. It's called Muletown. Um, there's another one happens every year around February or March. It's called the Muletown Pipe Show. That's down in Tennessee. Oh, what I was saying was I forgot about the Muletown Pipe Show. That's in Tennessee. That's where Willie and John's at. Oh, just I had to write down a few things and so I don't forget. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, RD. Pretty good. And there's a couple others too. I know there's one in Chicago, one in Ohio, one in Tennessee, one in Vegas, well, in Nevada. I'm trying to think there may be one or two more small ones. Yeah, it happens in February. I think February or March. I can't remember. I'm just going to have to start writing all these down so I know when it happens. I used to keep track of all of it. Well, we can do the one in August there, RD. I just, like I said, I know it's in August because I think it happens on the second or third weekend. That's right. Y'all are in liver. You'll be in the bathroom drinking wine, peeing at the same time. I sure will. And I'll look for um, any other ones. Now, let me write this down. Oh, wow. You're going to be a grandpa. Well, I mean, I would love to see you be there when he's born. You know. Yep. Just like Bubba, be a pawpaw. Man, it's getting kind of warm in here. Hold on. Oh. But yeah, I was going to smoke today, but I couldn't smoke outside because it's been raining all day, and I wasn't going to stand out there and try to smoke a pipe. But I will here before long. There you go. That's the way to do it. Spoil them like crazy. And that's way, then I'll tell you a little secret. Wait till he gets about two or three and give him a little bit of chocolate, hype him up, and send him home. Yeah, I got my AC on. I just turn on my thing on. I do that every now and then. I'll sit here and get hot, and I'll get cold, get hot, get cold. But other than that, but no, I've been sleeping off and on about all day today, and because it was raining and nothing else to do. I'm more of a homebody, so no, I'll probably go to bed here later on. Yeah, I've slept about all day today, so I'll be up this part of the night. Hey, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Sleep in, let the world pass by you. I don't know, RD. It's hard to tell if somebody normally watches and a lurker. Who knows? I think they just like listening in. Oh no, got 6 beers left. Whew, I thought you'd about have them down by now. Yeah, I just took one. I just took one earlier, and yeah. Now I ate earlier prior before I took one. So, because usually if I take those pills for my foot, which they are prescribed to me, by the way, um, I won't eat. I will not eat. Just like I said the other day when I had my surgery done, I ate, and then see what day was that? Thursday. I ate early, around about noon. It is 1:52 right now where I'm at. But I ate around noon, came here, came back here. I had another meal with me for later. Took that pill, took one of my pills, and I didn't eat till about 11, 12 o'clock at night. Only thing I was wanting to do is drink popping water. That's the only thing I was wanting to do. All right, all day. I should be on tomorrow night about the same time as usual. I'll let you know. Just see how I'm going to go ahead and get off. Just see how I'm off with Piper. Keep them lit, keep the embers burning, and y'all take care. No problem, RD. Anytime.